Hey Adventurer, I'm Cleopatra Jones and this is The Arcade. I'm a variety streamer with a focus mainly on story-based and adventure games, gaming and entertainment news, and even Dungeons and Dragons. So, here's a little bit of what you can expect.
Ooh, the new show.
Right.
And they go, you killed my sisters and led to the death of my creator. The first of my kind and the last of my kind in Chandra. You should have killed me first.
Well, I see Amber fucked up production as usual. That's great. Cool. That's what I like to see. Her spoiling the surprise for our new show coming up. And she didn't even put it out the date. I swear, she didn't even put up the date or the time for when the show is going to be happening. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Let me go get the sheet. Off the Vine. Um, An adventure about 5 undergrad mages at a HBCU for magical witches, as you might have it, find out that they're in a very tumultuous time during the big grand reunion. We have a stellar cast coming through, like Logan the DM, Vin Vox, and so many others. And we hope that you guys can come out September 10th at 6 p.m. EST on this channel. It's just one of the many shows that we'll be having live, and I wish Amber would have at least warned me that she didn't make a title screen for this episode. In fact, what is this episode? Oh, let me see. Let me check the. Amber, Amber, did you at least leave me my production notes? What do you? We don't have any production notes. Well, what episode is this? 15. The Neon Gore. Okay. Cool. Wait, it's our LARP episode? We're doing a LARP? All right. Okay. Right. We also have new people. People might get killed off. Uh huh. Oh, wait. Okay. You made a screen for this, right? You made a screen for this, right, Amber? Oh, apparently she never made a screen. So, also, my camera's on. Hello. Welcome. Glad you guys can make it. This is the Neon Gore Chronicles episode 15. Let me explain some background as to what is happening. Last episode, or the last two episodes, our adventurers found themselves in a bit of a situation. Two ended up getting killed off. One might have ascended themselves, and, well, who cares what happened to the other few? They were going to meet their end anyways. But then fate intervened, and, well, a new timeline has been written. Unfortunately, the patriarch of current Mage Society in Virginia, in fact, in the whole United States and maybe even the Western world, Maxwell, the Guillotine of Norfolk, the head of the traditions, the one who's been keeping the traditions from killing each other eternally and internally, is gone. The man that people thought would never die is gone. And we are trying to deal with the fallout. We start our scene in a very precarious place. One where it's a little bit hard to explain. So maybe I should go back to the beginning. 3 months ago, there was an explosion at the first meeting of the traditions in New York City. The heads there were trying to decide how do we make a peace treaty between a schism between the old school mages and this newfound group of baby mages who have risen up the ranks and have started calling themselves the New Alliance. They have also aligned themselves with all manner of different things: technology, supernatural creatures, some who are not even listed in the known supernatural creatures. And in fact, some have even gotten to the point where they've aligned themselves with vampires who call themselves anarchs. They figured, well, if they can get their freedom, then we should be able to get our freedom and emancipation as well. It didn't go so well for everyone. And what we're dealing with is the fallout. However, there is a little bit of a catch. The one leader by the name of Saint has decided to do their own thing, make their own rules, not tell the others what it was that they were planning. It's becoming a little complicated. They've been working hard on a bit of a pet project. One by the name of Kira Marigold. They made a deal with a few other folks. The Witch King. He gets them on the throne to battle it out for them, and they'll back him to be one of the heads, the leaders. On the other hand, well, the virtual adepts have been working on a few projects. They open a portal, something they never knew was supposed to be open, but don't worry, we're not going to get to that just yet. Lastly, the Order of Hermes has been in a rut lately. They have lost a lot of their power. During the schism of the two different sides of the traditions, and also the fallout with the Templars and the and our other angelic courses of mages. They've kind of taken off, fucked off. And with a lot of the different mages leaving, factions leaving, big houses of the Order of Hermes also leaving, they're kind of in a rut, now being held as mediators. And one such is sitting right here, the Magister Scarlet, Aquila. He sits there by himself inside the library, looks up and sees years of history and books and chronicles and lore burnt. The ceiling has not even been patched up as of yet. There there is a bit of a controversy going on as he watches five different mages run back and forth, trying to make sure that they get everything ready for this mage who has not made their announcement. Maxwell is supposed to handle all of that, and Maxwell is, well, they won't say it in front of him. No, they can't say it in front of him. Maybe if they just play nice, he will go away and they can solve all of this, and then they can just make all of this bad shit go away. It wasn't their fault. It was never their fault. It's none of our fault. So we were just, all of us, we just got caught up in our own stuff. Not the war, not Gore. We just made a wish. Dionysus offers us a fucking deal, and we were supposed to fucking take it in. The fact that we weren't even able to. We see a mage having to calm themselves down. Just don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. It's not our fault. And then they look up to see two vampires kind of shuffling along the books on the wall. Two of them laughing, the twins. You just hear a guy go, "What the fuck are you guys so happy about?" Magister, you hear this. It echoes. And by the time you're even able to register this, um, they kind of compose themselves. I'm sorry about that. It's just been hectic. I haven't had any sleep.
Then I why don't you I suppose you should rectify that.
Yeah, yeah, I will.
Are
It's
you
just
meant to be attending
attending.
the the council, the meeting?
Oh, right, right.
If you are unfit, you
um,
should see to rest.
no, I'm fine. It just, we watch as he throws back two pills, washes it down. Yeah, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be fine.
What did you just take?
Yeah, anti anxiety. It's fine.
Just
But
dry? No liquids?
he notices that he doesn't have his water ball with him when he does it, and he just go, when I was a kid, had to go and wolf down pills and then head out the door. So I'm kind of, yeah.
Wait, and I'm like surrounded by fucking trash base. Like it's just like dirty around me,
It's not
right?
even just dirty. It looks like it's been through like the worst carnage in war happened. You landed
Right.
and you heard that the police, FBI, every single three-letter agency has been around in this area, and not even just that, just the amount of like chaos. You've seen the news of like a gang war or like some explosions, something about a drug bust. There's a lot that happened within the 24 hours before you got off this plane. Not to mention the other things that happened 72 hours even before that. So a lot has happened. No one has informed you anything, and the Order of Hermes has gone dark.
Yeah. And there to a degree, I think just before the plane, I had been attempting to bandage things up, but people keep like ripping them open, and I'm just like, I have to go to this fucking meeting.
Yeah.
So now I'm just sort of here and I'm waiting, and everyone is anxious. So I'm just like,
Um,
let's do this.
yeah. You see a young woman, dark skin. She looks like she has specks of glitter highlighting her face and arms. It's weird. She looks like she could be made of rays of sunlight. Um, As she turns around, her hair grows long into these golden strands. She spins around in this light camisole that just drapes all the way down to the ground and just spins around you. Oh, hello. Cocks her head to the side. Hmm. You seem stressed. What's happening?
Have you picked up a book, read the news, anything of that sort?
Oh, which part? Because it's normal for Norfolk to get a little bit rambunctious around this time. It's been about 5 years since it happened the last time.
You saying which part should be evident enough. Who might you be?
Who am I today? Who is any of us today? Coco, Hazel, Chanel. Shh. Shh. Hazel. I'm Hazel today.
Okay. Are you here for the council?
Mm-hmm. I'm here for the meeting.
Uh, I just think I'm taking attendance. Um, of which tradition?
Oh, I'm not with a tradition.
Uh, is this Are you part of the new alliance?
Nope. I was going to be, but not the vibe. Not a vibe.
All right. It's just a neutral party.
Pretty much. And by the time you look back up from your clipboard, she has already warped on the other side of the room by a railing and is picking up a newspaper.
Hazel, unaffiliated.
As you say this, we see two mages walk in. Um, a young person covered in, it looks battered up. Another person wearing a shirt and tie is following after them. Um, the one behind them, a large, very bulky figure, is kind of shouting to the other person, um, yeah, madam, listen, all right, I need to tell you something very important. All right, don't get mad.
The fact that you have to preface this with "don't get mad" should be an indicator that maybe this should have been said before we got to the meeting, so that way I'd be less mad
I it
in
is
public
it's
with
not
less breakable people
it's
around.
not my fault because we just got this information ourselves. And he just leans forward. Um, the guillotine has fallen.
We're gonna come back to that after this meeting.
The
What
briefcase is
inform?
gone.
What took it out?
I don't know. I heard that the guillotine got its head taken off.
You can lose your head from fucking next to anything that does not. Okay.
You mean? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, I thought you were just talking about a new Dairy Queen opening up across the street. Yes, I know what the fuck you're.
Okay,
No, no. This
he's
is.
he's supposed to be at this meeting, practically
Well,
immortal, and not going to be here. And listen, I don't know about you, but like they are freaking out over at the office.
go more later.
Also, um, String's body isn't where it's supposed to be.
I'm gonna hope that you're not suggesting what you think. What I think you're suggesting.
I don't know. Dead, dead walking around, and an immortal just gets his head taken off. Literally, we found the body and not the head.
Could live without a head. Well, if anyone was going to do it, it would be Maxwell.
I, mm,
Nope, we will deal with that later. This meeting is our primary concern.
He looks over at Shan. Shan, talk some sense. Okay, maybe might know what we might be able to do.
Why do you think I would know
I don't know.
what we need to do?
I mean, listen, you helped in taking strings out.
And
What do you mean?
most of the
And?
time when I kill something, it stays dead.
Why is everyone so casual about this? Okay, you do know that
Because
all.
you understand you are talking to a professional hitman. I kill people for a living.
Well, obviously, you guys do a fucking bad job because he's not in the grave where he's supposed to be, so therefore.
He was also a mage.
I hate this magic stuff. I just, you know what? I should listen to my mother.
Yeah.
Should have just stayed in the, should have stayed in the forest. Should have stayed in the forest where I belong, because that's where I belong, forest. But no, I'm just like I'm be a city wolf. Hot boy summer is what I was saying. I hate it.
It is a big deal, and it does need to be investigated and brought up. But as of right now, there is not much I can do about it.
All right, fine. I didn't even
I
tell
can only
Myra.
promise that
Okay. Myra's been on the edge. We haven't told Miss Cartwright because if anyone told Miss Cartwright Giovanni, she might decide to put all of us in the grave. So I was hoping one of you would be able to fix it.
Oh, leave it to
I
me.
will.
Or well, leave it to us.
Also, yo, did you hear about the Templar mercs? And the three of you are still walking. You, my magister, you look up and you see that these three are like in hushed tones trying to have this tense conversation until the bigger figure, very tall, muscular, um, these white and blue eyes with these small dilated black pupils, sharp wolf-like features look at you directly and almost intently and intensely scans you up and down before hushing up like hey. So right, I'm gonna be manning security outside. um, Good luck to you both. Huh. He kind of just
I
Hey,
bows
be
mean,
his
I
head.
have
careful.
no.
Yeah, yeah. Sir, and he just does a light bow and takes off.
Did you get my PM, Crow?
Let me see. Is yes, it is. For that, go ahead and roll for me your mental dice.
Okay. How many successes do you need?
Just give me 2 successes because this is pretty loud. Even though they're trying to be hush, it's pretty loud. They're not conspicuous.
Word. Okay. That's already 2 successes. And a critical success pair. So that's 6 successes.
Yeah, no, you are able to pinpoint exactly at what they're talking about. This conversation. Um, you're hearing all the details. You don't know who Strings is, but the guillotine of Norfolk, the bigger one definitely did say Maxwell, and his head was removed, and also Templar mercenaries and Giovanni was also mentioned. So there's layers to like this conversation, but none of them sound good, even in whatever context they want to put it in.
Just a quick thing, Crow. Whenever you go to look at messages and stuff, we can see it coming up on the
Yep,
screen.
that's what I figured. And don't worry.
I just wanted to give you the heads up.
Oh, that's fine. You won't.
I put my credit card number in Crow's.
Yeah, credit card
PM.
numbers, everything else. I forgot. Amber set this up weirdly. I was gonna go look at the phone, but then that happened. So,
God damn it, Amber.
how dare Amber? So, what you will see though, Magister, is that the one named Shin, or at least that's what they're saying, has been on the Order's wanted list for the past 3 years. Yeah, it's complicated. The other one, you already know is
Very
Madame Miscreant. You heard about that situation where they became one of the leaders of the new alliance. It's more of a instantaneous, oh god, the two of you together, this can't be good.
I assume you are the Minute Keeper today?
Minute Keeper. Consider me the mediator for today.
Do you expect there to be much arguing?
Of course.
Not even a question.
Oh,
I don't know how many of these large-scale meetings you have attended, but most of the time when you get any number of the traditions in a room, arguments tend to break out.
Yes, but once you get used to them, your definition of what an argument is starts to change. For people not used to it, an argument is just harsh words. For us, an argument is promises of death and destruction and the ending of your entire bloodline at the table. Is that my version any different than what it should be at this point? I'm just more concerned if you think there's going to be something beyond that, something actually being attempted.
There should be nothing of the sort.
Should be.
I cannot make any promises. Nothing.
I think that the Order does their security better than that.
I'm the only one from the Order today, so.
As you say this, a young woman with pinkish blonde-like hair, very sparkly, very out of it, walks in with a selfie stick and a teddy bear and is skipping along very loudly with an entourage of other mages. They are just going like, okay, listen, we're going to party right after this. And they're getting behind the young woman on the camera. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey.
We're urban exploration. Look at the place. It got hit by another bomb. Yo, 5 years in the making.
It looks kind of like Kosovo, and I'm digging it.
Oh my god. A whole vibe. Kosovo? Yo,
Yeah.
you remember when like Johnny took that really weird pill and he started flying and then he turned into a pigeon and then he turned into a goose and then like he started taking yoga?
I mean, like, listen, it's such a fucking vibe, but like, some people are just like, hey, don't incite violence, no inciting sex or violent sex, and it was such a fucking buzzkill,
It was. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, so we can't go and have an orgy in the middle of a cathedral during like fasting season? Like, come on, like that's the whole point.
It's like totally 1984, I think.
Oh my god, in
Yeah.
1984. Wait,
Yeah.
like what's 1984 like that? Like the year my mom got that perm?
I think it's like a book or something, I think. I don't
Book?
know.
Ew.
Yeah, like, it's like anyway, whatever.
Ew. And then
Yeah.
someone just go like, I think it's like a book about like the subculture of 1984. Like, I really am good about this. Like, I got an AR reading pizza party after reading that, so I know.
I mean, you have your GED, so I like trust you.
Exactly. Well, I really didn't really get my GED. Like, I just like met up with a guy named Jed who taught me everything I know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
You
Yeah.
all see this entourage, and it's about 40 of them all hung around. And then a lot of them are definitely TikTok stars that may or may not be mages. You don't know. They could be anyone at this point.
So anyway, I'm just
What's
gonna.
with the camera squad?
Oh, you're talking to me. Hi.
Hello there.
Question. Where's the other Wi-Fi reception? Because this is not really a vibe, and also like the lighting here isn't that great. Like, do you guys know
You
where?
came into a building in which you are exploring as urban exploration, and you think that there is signal.
I mean,
Yeah,
I told you not to get like T-Mobile. That was like your
that's
fault.
true. That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Are you here for the meeting?
Oh yeah, that. Hi.
Oh, right. That's what
Yeah.
we got that
Also,
email
Why-
for.
take fucking pictures.
Why would
Well-
you expect there to be a wireless signal in what's supposed to be a secured environment for a meeting of vital importance?
Why wouldn't
I'm-
there be pictures?
I mean, yeah. If there are no pictures, it didn't
You-
happen.
At least have fucking location off.
What? What if I lose my phone?
I mean, you have insurance on it. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're here at this meeting, then losing your phone is the smallest problem in the world to fix.
Also,
Or are
entirely
you just saying?
would be your fault. It would just be your fault.
You just see the guy on the other side of them take out a white glove and just like backhand you, madam, with it. How fucking dare you? Oh,
Ben
Um,
looks at Madam and just goes, "Do you need a champion to fight your duel for you?"
I mean, okay, guys. Like, this isn't like.
touch me again. Go on. Touch me again. Do it.
you have the other guy on the side. Okay, wait. Okay, the vibe
Do it.
is being intense and hostile.
Yeah.
I'm Buttercream.
You fucking smacked them in the face.
Hold on, I didn't smack them. Ryan smacked them, and like we're gonna talk about that later. Okay, we're gonna talk about that at session.
Oh no, it was entertaining. I was just wondering if you were just being silly or if you actually tried to do something with it. I wanted to tell. But now I just know you're chicken shit. We can go on with the meeting.
Everybody, please sit. Everybody, please sit down, please.
Aw.
Find a place.
Did I lose the Q&A portion?
Oh, you've gained a lot more than that.
There's a Q&A portion. Wait, is this gonna be on exam?
Yes, and you're all going to fail.
Fuck.
Sit down.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to text my mom that I'm gonna need more money for the other course.
Yes, fucking mom.
And they all sit around the room. Desi sits on one of the actual council seats.
You.
Yeah? What's wrong? You have like that look. And it reminds me of like my mother.
That's a lot to drop on me at this moment. Are you supposed to be sitting there?
Yeah. You know, my mom called me like named me Desdemona, but that's like, you know, an old person name and like it's kind of boring. So my name's Desi, you know, that's what I go by.
Of what tradition?
Oh, like I'm like Cult of Ecstasy, I guess. Yeah.
Christ. Jesus.
I'm
What?
mildly surprised you couldn't guess at that one.
I mean, like,
See, now you have the two extremes of us here: the fluff and the grit.
I would love to see the other extreme of my group, but I'm afraid
Mm,
we might not.
You just try to kill each other.
oh my god, you're like so obsessed. It's like everything.
No, we actually tend to get along fairly well in a room. Just so long as we don't have any of the death cultists.
Oh yeah, that's like kind of a bummer because like some of them said that I was like they could tell that I was born on the side of the road because that's where most of the accidents happen, and they were like so mean to me.
As you guys say this, you hear a big argument break out, um, and you see a man with short cut hair, a leather jacket. You see the back of his head. He's backing away from other people. Scott, you see the members of your sect kind of going at you. Oh, a dead man fucking walking at this meeting. How dare you walk through here after all the shit you pulled?
What? I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Nope, not for long, cause
There and back again. Right.
oh yeah,
I know
no.
more about death than anybody else here.
Oh well, great, because you're gonna be re-fucking acquainting with it.
You know what? You should know by now. If you just send me there, I'll just be back soon enough. They don't want me there, right?
Um,
Okay, so it's not going to do you any good.
we see
Right? You're just going to get me more knowledgeable about the other side. I'm actually developing friendships over there.
one of the guys is snapping his parts back into place. His fingers, his arms,
Yeah,
his
yeah. You don't
wrists.
scare me, man. All right.
Uh,
Yeah, I have a scythe now. Okay, right? You know, crack your knuckles all you like.
Scott, you see a familiar red dress and high heels clack behind this man. You then see the long black hair. You instantly know who this is, this woman.
This guy's going to shut up now. He's just going to be very quiet.
Finally.
Oh, Scotty dear. It seems you're here.
Yep. It's a surprise, right? To everyone. That's what
Gentlemen.
I do. I just surprise everyone.
She puts on a pair of glasses. Unfortunately, with everything happening in the city, we cannot afford to do anything drastic. Especially, this is a safe zone, free zone.
Right. And you need me anyway. So
I wouldn't say
I'm
all
here.
that, but
Reporting for duty. I'm right
after
here.
all, no violence can take place in sanctuary, and also
Is that right? So I can say whatever the hell I feel like here.
you just see her snap her neck back into place directly at you. It's almost like you watched
Okay.
a
Okay.
owl
Okay. All right.
peer into
If
you.
looks could kill. Okay. I got it. Okay. I already feel like I'm dying again. All right. I got it. Signal received. Good. We're on the same page. Same beat. Yeah.
Um, a few others come behind you, Scott. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What you're not gonna do is talk shit to this guy, all right? Just because your side of the owl decide they want to be whole fucking traditionalists, you're not gonna talk shit to him, okay? He is free to
Right?
walk through
Yeah.
here, and you know your little fucking like witch hunt of like a few of us. All right, that's gonna end. You're not gonna keep cutting us off and killing us off here. Oh, Mr. Angelo. It seems Scott is not the only one who's made it out the pit. Don't worry. Oh, we'll be rectifying that very, very quickly. Um, Magister Scale, you see these two groups. They're getting very rowdy and they're starting to multiply.
Could I do some sort of like presence shift situation where I can just make it known that like I am in this room?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to do this by magic, by physicality?
Magic.
Magic. Go ahead and roll 5 dice for me, and I'll tell you what your sex are. There isn't a set difficulty, so just roll 5.
All right. That's gonna be 2 successes, but also one of the fancy critical success. So is it just 3 successes?
It depends on if you have a 10 on the regular dice. So just fancy one, and then
So there's two wins,
oh, okay,
quote
okay, okay,
unquote,
okay.
and
Yeah,
then plus 1 success.
yeah. So I think that'd be 4. So they all turn towards you. You definitely, it's like you make the room rumble around you. You are now the center of attention. Everyone shuts the fuck up when you are talking. That includes you, Jasmine, as you kind of mousily try to make your way around this group. You're trying to not to get any close to Scott. You know, like being around Scott has his own hazards. Um,
Welcome everyone. If you wouldn't mind taking a
Yo.
seat.
And
Scott's going to noisily pull a chair out, sit down in it, and give a few nods to his recent fan club members.
and they kind of nod their heads. They go to the balcony where the other mages are. Um, you can tell, Magister, that the fact that Scott has sat at one of the chairs for the Thanatos, um, it's like he's declaring himself one of the speakers, or at least the head of this other splinter group.
Yeah.
I look around to the other group and I would just sort of very half-heartedly and like gesturing to Scott with my pencil. Is this who speaks for you?
Um, the woman's about to say something, but like the other guy's like, "Yeah, no, he's our fucking representative. He's gonna like be the one to put all this back into place. And in fact, he's the reason why we're still even able to even have this meeting."
That's right. Represent.
That's interesting because I wouldn't know any of those factors, but that's fine.
Well, it's a relatively new thing.
The woman sits down on the other side of the table. Well, they are troublesome curs that have been trying their hardest to change the way the wheel works.
I'm not trying anything.
I look at Jasmine.
Yes.
Is Jasmine sitting anywhere in particular? Is Jasmine also sitting in like a representative chair?
I don't think any other sons of Ether are here. I don't think.
You haven't heard back from any of them. You don't know if any of them are still alive or what happened. So you would
Yeah.
technically be the leader or the speaker currently.
Yeah, I'll take a representative seat. Yeah.
The old tradition?
Sons of Ether.
I like nod like, okay, that's a normal person.
Are you saying I'm not normal?
Pretend I didn't say anything out loud.
I know.
Oh, don't even bother trying to insult me with something like that.
I mean, the last time I once sang so high, my dog died.
That's very interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Out of the corner of your eye, Magister, you see someone walk past you. They're wearing a red coat. Something you're familiar seeing from your order of Hermes. And the fact that another member of the Order of Hermes is here, just sitting down, is kind of off-putting.
I look at who they are or what?
You don't see their face as it's covered in bandages and also another mask.
I'm like, what the fuck? I take them. Are they? You said they're standing or are they sitting?
They just sat down, have not introduced themselves, have not even talked to you. They didn't even make their acquaintance. And which is also off-putting that another member of the Order of Hermes is not even trying to address you.
Do I see like? What rank are they presenting as? Like any?
They're not wearing rank, which is also weird.
I'm. My instinct right now is that I will leave them alone, and then we'll see what the fuck is up with that.
Finally, you see the young woman known as Maxwell's assistant, Amanda. Amanda is a mousy young woman, long blonde hair, very pale, mousy, disheveled. Her makeup is runny. She looks like she's been crying, and she looks bruised up. She's gone through a lot, and she's trying to shuffle papers and get all the different forms of stuff ready for you, and even refreshes your drink.
Amanda?
Uh-huh. He just starts sniffling. Yeah.
I give her like a handkerchief I have in a breast pocket. Why are you crying? What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing. just allergies and stress. That's all. I'll be fine. Hands the handkerchief back to you.
Did she use it?
She just dabs her eyes a bit.
Okay. I kind of hesitantly put it back in my pocket. If you're sure, get some water. Sit down.
I will. And she shuffles over, and then. Oh wait, we have to start. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Usually Maxwell would be the one to.
Where is Maxwell?
He ain't here.
You just hear her just like snuffle a little bit and just gag someone and um he won't be at this meeting. Um tied up. That's all.
No more briefcase swinging.
Oh, poor Maxi Pad.
Mhm,
I
yeah.
hadn't heard any news of that.
Gonna pour one out.
You must have heard about
Maybe
my belt briefcase toss.
Well,
he
if no one
is.
else is going to talk about the elephant in the room, I believe he is dead.
Oh.
Why? I mean, we don't know if he's dead or not. I mean, his head is gone, but like maybe that's just you. We could just put it back on.
Dead or not, here or
It's
not,
not here.
it matters only very little. We're all grown-ups. We can conduct ourselves, can't we?
I mean, like, I know that he died and life isn't easy for, like, mean people, but that's no excuse to, like, hide under a shroud of sadness. I have some glitter stickers. You want some?
Who, who else are we missing anyone? Is there anybody left?
Um, and she looks over to the man. The madam won't be arriving anytime soon. You can start the meeting. She's just a little delayed. She'll be here, is all. Amanda just nods her head. Okay. Introducing.
Sorry. Who spoke just now? Was it the person from Hermes?
Yes, the man in red.
Okay. Amanda.
Introducing Magister Scale, Quill,
Aquila.
Aquila. I'm sorry. Magister Scale Aquila from the Order of Hermes. Please stand and send your proper greet. I'm just gonna, and she just
Amanda,
runs
please,
off.
just go to the bathroom.
And
Do something.
as she runs off, we all watch her trip and fall and break her glasses
Oh, no.
and scatter all of her paperwork on the ground.
Oh, God, that looked expensive.
It was his pair of glasses. Just,
One of you TikTok people help
I-
Amanda to the bathroom.
just
Oh, yeah, Emily.
But
Emily.
Jen just looks up at his daughter and kind of gives her a nod, like, go give her a hand.
Your daughter floats down in her uniform. We see Emily come over. Okay, all right. And she just takes out what looks to be like a Pez dispenser out of her hair and just hands it over to Amanda. We're gonna have like a girls' night. We're gonna talk about it. Just we're gonna vibe, and we're just gonna discuss our emotions. And
It's the morning.
Shin, your daughter just looks over at you like, help.
Yeah,
She's
he gives the thumbs down like bail.
What? Okay. And she just grabs the two of them, lifts them up, and just like drags them out of the room.
Listen,
Oh no,
she's
he was
great.
telling her to bail. Like she can dip if she wants
She
to.
just leaves. She's just like, enough of this. Just heads out, and the door closes
Listen.
behind them.
She's great. She's got this. She got like an associate's degree in psychology.
No, she dated like a psychologist. Remember?
Oh, well, close enough. That works.
As delightful as that is, my time is
We have
precious.
business
I have a
to
show to
do.
run. Let's just get this meeting through, shall we?
I find no point to moving on if there is supposed to be other representatives that are not currently in the room. And
Well,
I'm
then
not.
that's their fault for being late. They can catch up on the minutes.
I agree with you. And I look over to the man that is presumably from Hermes. I don't understand someone that is unranked finds it in their place to speak on behalf of another person from another tradition.
I speak for our house. The lady will be here.
All right. As Amanda said, I am the Magister Scolae Aquila, 8th rank of the Order of Hermes of House Flambeau. And I just say that like it's completely normal to just say 13 names all at once. It has clearly been an eventful season in Norfolk as well as within our very many communities.
No, what would have let you know that?
I will be going over the agenda, but before we do that, I'd like to go through all of the representatives that will be speaking on behalf of their traditions. I'd like to go down the line of who is present. We can start with, I'm going to start in the Discord, sort of go down by that. Jasmine, or I just gesture to Jasmine, rather.
Jasmine stands up. I am Jasmine Nova, representing the Sons of Ether.
Gestures to Shen.
Shen stands up, offers a polite bow. I am Matsumune Shen of the Akashiana.
Gestures
Takes a seat.
to, oh, sorry.
Oh, he just takes a seat afterwards.
Gotcha. Gestures to Desi.
I promptly stand up. Hi, kitty girl. My name is Desdemona Walters. I am representing the Cult of Ecstasy. And then I sit down.
Gestures to Madam.
They'll stand up. I am Madam Miscreant, and I will also be representing the Cult of Ecstasy within the new alliance. And then they'll take a seat.
Scott is in the bathroom, or something. Going over the agenda, in this case, if there is truly no one else that is coming. Sorting through like so many little folders. From many of our understanding, the last meeting created rather an explosion between a rift of the traditions, as we have many groups that are beginning to splinter, as just as it is the order of how groups work, is new ideas. And we are not here to judge that or to we're not here to make any judgments about that. We, as a community, should make some sort of agreement by the end of this council meeting. Scott is back from the bathroom, so if Magister Scholar gestures to Scott, your name and tradition with which you represent.
All eyes stare at Scott as he just stands there staring off and is trying to come up and remember what tradition he is.
Okay.
The young woman, a young older woman, you really can't tell her age. She just stands up. He's a part of, unfortunately, Euthanatos, and he is not our representative. I am. Aguilera Pontius Agulus the Fifth, representative of the Euthanatos. And she sits back down.
Okay. Okay. um, just sort of writing down everything. Although our overall goal for this meeting is to see if we can make some agreement between all of us, we do have other unfortunate pieces of news that are affecting all of our communities. Most notably, if we could get some sort of update within the Youth Thanatos, as there seems to be this rift happening. There is also something along the lines of between the vampires, this Gehenna. There have been kidnappings by, and I think adjust my glasses and I just kind of like look by Mormons.
Right. Yes. Templars, masquerading as Mormons. As you can see, they're not here.
I see. All right.
Well, them and the Celestial Chorus, you heard about the situation. They've decided to align themselves. Nuns can even show up for this meeting, even though they were crying about having it.
Hit dogs will holler.
And the Magister Scala dwells on one of clearly an agenda piece, but then just sort of says, and that seems to be it, and just like speaks very quickly. If anyone wants to do some sort of thing to pull it out of him, I would love if you could do that.
Something interesting happens. The man in red stands up. He kind of taps the side of his temples. Madam, it might get a little complicated. Dahlia, you get this communication back as you're standing with two other people. One is a dream speaker by the name of Layla, and the other one is an investigator for the Order of Hermes. He's missing an arm, breathing heavy, but you are standing by the bodies of a few figures, 3 of which are the nuns from the Celestial Chorus, 5 are from the Sons of Ether, and 10 of other mages you have never seen before. Tied up is someone who keeps claiming that they are a Malkavian.
Seems like we're dropping like flies out here.
I was wondering where my group went off to.
Madam, current situation status, and do I update?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, it's one of your boys masquerading as one of the other members of the Order of Hermes.
Oh, yes. Give every update that you can.
What should I tell them? Should I tell them about the bodies you guys found, or what?
Everything.
Duly noted. It appears that the members of the Sons of Ether, the other representatives from the Celestial Chorus, and some other unidentified mages have been slain outside the city block 2 clicks from here. The man says, over to you, Magister.
What the fuck?
Due to the recent discovery of Maxwell's body, we've noticed an uptick in the number of mage deaths in the city.
I think he just like holds his face for like truly at least 5 seconds, and it's just like, when is your madam coming?
He just clicks his temple again. ETA, ma'am. And says that off to you, Dahlia.
Tell her that I'm out here doing the real work,
The man,
and that you will be my voice for tonight's meeting.
the man beside you, Dahlia, is just going. No, 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 no. I know who that is. He's something else. He's a magister. You don't want to fuck around. You gotta go.
Phrase it in a polite way, I suppose.
The faster you go and deal with him, the better. Just don't tell him. Don't tell him that Marcus from the Grand Order is helping you. I already know that's going to cause a war if you tell him that.
I guess they won't be satisfied till I'm there. I mean, this could have been an email.
Oh, when you see Shin, tell him don't use his swords. I don't know. Something about the weaponry has been getting fucked up. I don't know. It's been killing its users.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Do you tell that to who? Do you tell that to? Do you tell it back to your boy or
My boy, yeah.
he nods? She says she'll be here as soon as possible, sir.
It's not really good enough of an answer, but that's fine. Well, more tragedy has befallen us at this moment, so as much of a fucking meeting as we can have today, people. Let's see what we can come up with.
Chat, don't worry. I gave you a clue about something. Don't worry. I'll ask you what you might decide later on. Continue.
How much of that did Scott get? Did Diver get?
You're muted, Scott.
You're muted, and Scott, I'll tell you what happened in your mind. You were about to introduce yourself and the Thanatos, but it seems you got thrown out of whatever this meeting is, and you're back in the pit.
We still can't hear you, dude.
And we still can't hear you, unfortunately. The man just goes and looks at you, Scott. Listen, before you say something stupid, because I can't hear you,
I'm talking now.
Oh my god, I was liking you better when you couldn't talk.
You just couldn't get it out, right? Yeah.
Don't tell them about how. Don't tell them everything if you can.
Okay. Don't tell them anything.
You will die. Again.
It seems kind of like a rapid pace there.
Do you know what happens every time you die? I want you to remember. Every time you die, come back.
I haven't quite got it figured out, but I'm learning as we go. It's a process.
Great. Glad you got the process. Also, buddy, snap back into it because everyone's looking at you.
Okay, I'm on. Lights, camera, action. I got this. Yeah.
You come back too, and everyone has had a full conversation, and you decide to introduce yourself as Scott Travers of the Thanatos. 20 minutes late.
Back from the dead. Yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. I got a call. So
Welcome back to the world of the living.
it happens now. I mean, I bounce back and forth. Sometimes they pull me back when it's inconvenient. I don't get a choice about that sometimes. Other times, tried to explain to them that
my
I
god!
get busy
Before he
sometimes,
keeps
but-
talking, can we just get to the meat of this? The lady goes, listen.
All right, fine.
I would be very interested in hearing that update between the Euthanatos, but I'm not sure if that's exactly the conversation that we should start with. So, why don't we start with what we understand and know about the Celestials. These Mormons.
Templars, Navalon,
They're a
Celestial.
right bunch of cunts.
They
Pardon my language.
I write down a right bunch of cuts.
they decided that they've taken on the route of calling us all heathens.
That's nothing new.
Something about judgment happening on all of us.
Seems like a cool name.
My
Heathen.
mom used to say
They
that to me.
Salem all over again.
they have shown a proclivity of being in the strangest places with the strangest beings, and I am sadly not talking about divinity.
And attacking people unprovoked.
And apparently showing up with killer clowns.
Haven't heard anything about the clowns.
You don't remember the. Ah,
That's
There's clowns.
related? That's related?
Nobody told me about
Potentially.
clowns.
there was an
Love
incident at a
clowns.
club. It was an ordeal.
A lot
The
of people
point is,
died.
they seemed to. And
I had an incident at a club too. It was my own. It's no longer there. We're in the process
Oh.
of rebuilding.
You're
well,
stuck.
isn't that tragic?
No one cares,
It really
dear.
was.
The adults are talking about the incident with the other incident at the club.
There's a lot of incidents at clubs that happen nowadays. I think that should be looked into.
It should be noted to avoid clubs.
There was an Applebee's that used to be in Norfolk too. That's no longer there. So
Jasmine, what were you saying?
It should be noted that it's best to avoid the clubs. For the moment.
Oh, but I live in the club.
And that is my place of business, so that is not going to be optional. Or doable at all, really. I'm just saying that it should be noted that you should not see them just as all Bible thumping missionaries, but as people who are capable of quite a lot more than you could expect.
The lady.
Do you remember the hotel fire 5 years ago? One of the whole floors of a hotel burned out. People talking about the second coming of Christ as they exited the building.
I remember a school getting burned down.
That was when they decided to attack me unprovoked. After a mishap with a cell phone.
it was only one floor or the whole building or
When you set fire to one floor, generally the whole building follows
Not
suit.
always.
Especially when it's a higher up floor.
Magister, you are slowly sitting there thinking back. None of the incident that they're talking about registers in your notes. It's not even listed under anything Maxwell written. In fact, as you go through his notes, you see the following Templars. Templars equal Celestial equals Nefandi. The woman pipes up. Well, we can go around in circles and talk about the incidents all this time. One of my agents discovered the body of the one they call the Law.
I bet he
Oh,
was
some
fun
of my
at parties.
competition?
I fought that guy.
Oh,
I
him
fought
and-
the law, you know.
Well, the Law lost, and so did the Giovanni.
That's right. That's
Apparently,
right. They both lost against me.
Well, that's to be questioned, but one of the Giovanni's children, mages, whatever you want to call them, was also found dead. We didn't recover that body. Obvious reasons. Giovanni likes to keep within their own, after all.
Ugh. Ugh. Nasty punch.
There were some reports of seeing an angel flying around, and also some sort of zombie horde and a creature of the void eating the soul of one of them.
True story, bro. I mean, that happened. Terror Angel, zombie horde. Apparently, there was a rift to the underworld that opened. Yeah.
I wonder
was
how
there.
that happened.
I honestly, I couldn't tell you. Like it, these things around me, especially, tend to happen. So, I mean,
Are you by
Yeah.
any chance known as the cleaner?
Your
I-
silence says yes.
We call him the janitor.
I can confirm.
I'm here.
And just kind of like starts staring at Scott intensely.
See you. Yeah.
Magister, you also see in Maxwell's notes, Scott Travers calls himself the cleaner.
The one and only.
The order, not the order. The Euthanatos call him the janitor. Yes, it's a stupid fucking name. Yes, he's probably behind the incident involving the underworld.
As you said before, should be questioned, but I was there. It's true. A lot of shit went down. It's like a metal video.
Scott, is there a particular grudge or anything of the sort between you and the Templars or anything? Is this a Euthanatos specific?
Well, thinking back about it, and this is going back because the memory gets a little fuzzy after one dies. But before I was consumed in blue fire, which was the result of curse, which is another story for another time. They seem to be coming for me and my cabal, cat boy, dog person, and true to form, I wasn't just going to stand there and take it. And but they also kind of, sort of, maybe fought each other. I couldn't really tell. There wasn't clearly defined battle lines drawn, and everything just kind of descended into chaos real quick. That happens a lot around me, but I'm just saying that's kind of how it went.
So what brought them together in the first place? How were they both there? What were they both after?
Well, there was the issue of that blue fire and the curse and everything. Apparently, they were there to kill me. I mean, a lot of people want me dead, so it's not really unusual,
You're the common denominator in that instance.
One of many, yes, potentially. In the long string of equations that happen to define my life and everyone else's here.
I'm glad you are doing this. Roll for me your social die there, Scott. Difficulty of 3. You're trying to convince everyone on the rafters of this story.
Real quick, just for game purposes, do I have any paradox to throw into this, or?
There are no paradox that you can throw in as of right now. Everyone is at 0 currently inside
just
the
wanted
space.
to clarify. That is 5 successes because Scott is rocking this presentation. He's showing up. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
the people up top.
PowerPoint.
That's right.
Yeah, they're believing this. They're just like, okay, yeah, and even like some of your new fan club guys, are like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like I have boys who can even back that up.
That's right.
The lady in the red dress, she kind of just shuffles herself and scoffs. Her group groaning. Desi, your group, just vibing. They're just there.
Kalanat.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Sometimes I just go to sleep with a couple pills, wake up, and then the voices are back.
Our voices or other voices?
Is there another? Never mind. All right. So, Scott, while it does seem as though you may be a confounding variable, you are, as the Madame has said, a connecting link of sorts.
I am a connecting link. That I can stand by. Yes. I tie everything together. It all revolves around me.
So if we undo you, the entire problem.
No. Okay.
I have to agree with Scott. That doesn't seem.
That's been tried twice. Okay,
Well,
it doesn't work.
They've tried to kill you physically. There are members at this table that can kill you in other ways.
No.
I'm not going to advise.
Let me learn you something here. That's been tried too. Believe me, my soul has been burnt. Yeah, it's happened, right? Like I'm on fire even as I'm speaking, right? And that's not just an exaggeration, right? It's just
You don't smell like you're burning.
Actually,
You act
Well,
like you're so cool, but you never went to Jesus camp.
Magister, as he says this, now you can look even more closely. Whatever glamour that was put around Scott's face, you can see um, he looks almost skeletal-like on the left side of his face. His
Yeah.
eye is gone. His jaw and mouth are exposed. It looks skeletal-like.
Ghost
Um,
Rider.
it's like he's phasing in and out that side of his face, like the the human versus the skull.
Okay.
Telling you, I've been through some shit. Yeah, it's not
So
good.
have I.
I mean, I'm not competing with you, man, but I'm just saying, I've been there and back again twice. So,
All I'm saying is that there are still active contracts on your head.
Yeah, well, when you're somebody in this town like I am, there's always going to be active contracts on your head, right? Most of us who are actually big time here have contracts on our head. I'm just saying.
Desi, as he is talking, you can hear them. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. He's about to help with the end of the world. He opened the gates. He opened the gate to hell. You can see the fire, can't you? He's on fire. He's gonna burn all of us in the building. You gotta do something, Desi. If you don't do something now, they are all gonna burn, Desi. Your mom, your dad, everyone's gonna burn in here. Desi, Desi, do something, Desi, 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 Desi. Why aren't you doing something, Desi?
I'm sorry.
We're all hearing her
Yeah.
react to this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
It's a
I've
bad
got plenty of
trip.
psychological help.
I'm like, yeah. Oh, Madame, sorry, were you saying something?
No, Madam is just going over and trying to soothe Desi. Shh. It's a bad trip, dude.
As you
never
put your
know.
hand on her, I need you to go ahead and roll those 5 magic die for me.
I would love to.
And Desi, you just keep hearing it over and over again. You're even hearing your dad's voice. I told you. I told you. See, this is what you get for being a heathen. I told you. You were going to burn along with all of those other heathens.
You were supposed to be different. Stop.
Different. It was never going to be different, Desi. Desmodonia. Desmodonia, Angelique, I told you. It was never going to be different.
I'm sorry. Different. It was supposed to be different.
Shh. Here. And that's 4 successes on the magic roll. Does Madam get to peek in and hear any of this going on with mind at all?
You pick up, but as you look, you're looking, and you notice that the person talking back to Desi is Desi.
That's what's going on.
But you look up and you see a bunch of red lines, a bunch of red wires, and spider webs. And the other Desi is kind of stroking these webbing. And she's spinning around with it. Desi is caught in this whirlwind of like a storm. And then you come back to. And as you come back to, your eyes start to bleed, madam.
It's strange stuff. There is strange magic in this place.
Oh my goodness. It's probably those drugs those children keep taking. It's finally rotting their brain like we said they were going to be. They're probably on Gore as we speak.
It's not the markers.
We know it's not the markers. That's why I said it's the Gore, dear.
I'm not on it now. Stop.
I look at Jasmine like, can you do anything about this? Is there anything you can do about it?
Unfortunate.
You all think
So-
I'm fucking stupid, but I'm not.
Well, that's an understatement, but sure.
All right, I think I've had enough of you berating my colleague. It's not doing anything here, and unless you're going to do something about the problem, then by all means, in the most professional tone that us six stacks can come with, shut the fuck up or square up.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because I don't even understand why we're even having this meeting. There is no way of reconciliation, and in fact, you have even aligned yourself with, well, the assassin who's been on everyone's hit list, another assassin who is incompetent, so incompetent that he ended up getting thrown in a pit and like a cockroach crawled himself out, a woman who can't even keep her shit together, a mysterious someone in a red jacket who hasn't actually introduced himself, a child in the seat of the Sons of Ether. And you think that we're just going to just get along and sign. As she says this, her face starts to crack. And then fall apart. And she slumps onto the table.
Well, that's what you get for talking too much shit.
I didn't catch who was
Right?
talking. Who was
For
that?
once, me
The
and you
lady
are
in red.
Okay.
She's the
That's unfortunate.
other
really.
Euthanatos leader,
Yeah.
who is now dead.
It's just too bad. You hate to
I
see it
see
happen.
how the fuck that happened in my fucking court.
Some people rise and some people fall, and that's just
I-
kind of telling.
Got it. Cool.
It
Can I
was
use
nice.
I
empathy
don't
in life to
know, but
see?
I think we should get out of here.
There is strange magic here.
Dahlia,
I'm not sure if we'll be any safer somewhere else.
as you walk in, as you're about to go in through the dormer doors, you feel like a bubble has been dropped around the building.
Is that me?
Yes, you can feel it. You're, because you're so close to whatever this was, you turn around, you don't see it, but you can just feel like there's a force keeping you from going back out.
I'll enter anyways.
Um, as you enter, your connection with your guy disappears.
I'll slam open both the double doors and make eye contact with my guy. See what happened to him.
As you all look over at the table, the man starts to crumble into dust, sand.
That's the second person crumbling now. It's not good. People be crumbling all
This
over
is-
the place here.
This is why you invest in good skincare, everyone.
Right?
I
Okay.
can give you my plastic surgeon's name.
Don't worry,
Oh,
dear.
crap.
Just breathe.
I have to do something. I think Aquila, he's just sort of like, the first thing that sort of comes to mind is like, he needs an assessment and understanding of what type of magic is around us. Like, what am I feeling? What is the source kind of thing?
Roll for me 5 dice. You just
Okay.
need 1 success because which sphere are you using to look around to assess magic?
Oh god. Let's see. So my major spheres are forces, correspondence, and time. So I'm not sure which one would be best for that because I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm just gonna say, you know what? Correspondence will also work in this moment. So if you
Okay.
want to
Can
throw
I
that
help
up,
her?
yes, you can also assist. Help him. You can help him with this role.
Help him.
Okay.
Help him. Help him.
So what am I adding on top of the 5?
You're also adding 3 more dice.
Okay.
From their specialty.
Okay. That is 5 successes.
With 5 successes, you look up and you can see multiple patterns going off. Some of the mages around aren't even mages, they're just regular people, which you can tell that's from Desi's group. A lot of them have kind of mixed themselves up together with them. And Paradox is starting to bleed off of them. Looking at the group that was behind the woman in red, you notice that something is off. They don't give off a pattern. There's nothing there. It's void. Um, Around, you see the network of like connections that all these groups have together, and you can tell that person's lying, 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 and you keep seeing the word lie over and over and over, and you even see murder and different things, and you notice that your magic is mixing with someone else's. Someone is using their own craft. It's as if you tapped into whatever it is they're doing, but you don't know who it is.
Okay.
Um, it's a little bit too confusing to pinpoint out, but you know it's someone in the room currently.
How many people are in the room at the moment?
About 25.
25. Okay.
Um, 25 in the room, but using your connections to the to magic, you can tell that there's like 25 outside the room. 5, maybe to 10 of them might be vampires because they don't give off magic as much as they give off like something more bestial. You can tell that's usually kindred. And the woman who just walked in, burst in, another kindred.
As I bursted and be like, sorry, I'm fashionably late.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
Hey.
Miss Talia. A pleasure to see you again.
She'll like nod to Shen and be like, Miscreant, good to see you.
I'm glad we're all well acquainted, but 2 people just died.
That
People
happened.
die all the time.
Now wait a minute.
Well,
No, this is serious, like she says.
like he
And
says.
somebody is doing something magical, probably.
Unfortunately, it's another one of mine to die. And she'll brush off the robe that had the dust on it and put it on herself. Kind of brush off the dust pile
Yours,
sit in his seat.
Um, Magister, give me a mental roll difficulty of 3.
Okay.
you're the death cultists.
Shin, give me a mental roll difficulty of 3.
I'm gonna look over towards Madam and say, and like whisper, it's like, no, I didn't believe it because my dad was a fucking nut job. But he said that like Old Testament shit was gonna fucking happen one day, and that God or whatever the fuck was gonna strike us down. Is that day?
6 successes.
With 6 successes, it's weird. You have never actually seen this in person, but she's wearing the House of Tremere symbol on the jacket. And Tremere, you know, was an old house which was defunct when they became vampires, and it became a Masonic war between the Order of Hermes and the Tremere. But the fact that she's wearing a modern day jacket with the House of Tremere symbol and sitting down as an order member, and no one has told you, that's weird. That's beyond weird. That's almost sacrilegious. If you can even say that's sacrilegious for the other Hermes.
I'm just looking at Dahlia very hard. Like, I just like processing everything. It just looks like I'm being weird and like looking at her.
I also succeed, by the way.
Shin, you notice that like the machinations of your weapons have been flaring up ever so often.
Like, as if they're trying to go off on their own.
Yeah. Or like you're sparking.
The first thing he's gonna do is pull out his phone and text his daughter, because he gave one of them to her, too.
You go and text. No connection.
No signal.
No signal.
Fuck. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have a more serious problem than I thought.
How bad can it be?
Murder mystery?
The power contained in the weapons that I have is enough to level this building, and they're malfunctioning.
That sounds metal.
Well,
Why is it every single interesting thing that is a weapon is also capable of malfunctioning, detonating, and killing everyone in the radius? Serious design flaw.
They have to be activated. They have to be activated with a sphere. You
Are you
cannot.
doing that?
No, I'm not. Someone is remotely trying to do that. At least that's my first guess. And he pulls out two. They just look like generic sword handles, but they have runes and shit engraved on them and plops them on the table. Are they visually doing anything?
You just see tiny sparks coming off of them. In that moment, madam, your connection to Jack disappears.
That's concerning. We're about to be under attack.
What?
How do you know that?
Your phone stops working. People here are dying. I'm seeing that my colleague here is being connected to something that's causing her psychological distress. And now my connection to someone outside this room who's supposed to be playing security is now tarnished.
I'm feeling
Someone's-
just fine.
Jasmine wants to kind of investigate these sword hilts to see if maybe there's any potential connection to and connect that to some
Are you using magic
someone.
or just mundane?
Yes,
Magic. That's going to
magic.
be difficulty of 3, and you're going to use 5 dice to determine that magic.
We have two other hands up.
Magister,
choose.
then Dahlia.
All right. I'm as Jasmine does this. Jasmine's thing can resolve first, but I will just. I finished my drink, which I'm upset about. But I'm gonna go and stand next to Desi with the intention of like sort of assessing her magically. But we can wait.
Go ahead, roll for me your 5 magic dice for that. Dahlia?
I just wanted to put up Sense the Unseen, see if I can decipher what's going on.
You throw that up, and the first thing you notice is that where there was just 25 of you guys, there's now 100 people in this room.
Scott would also like to try to sense spiritual and otherwise entities that are not normally visible to anyone else. I assume he can do that, but
Yeah, 5 dice, you difficulty of 1.
Okay, that's what I figured.
3 successes. What are you trying to ascertain?
I'm gonna sort of. I will gently approach Desi and just sort of say, "Is it alright if I put my hand on your shoulder?"
Oh, okay. Do you want something from me?
I want to find out what's ailing you.
Are you sure? Like the last time a guy said that to me, he wants something else. And I'm fine if you do, but like, don't lie to me. I'm sorry. Did I like ruin the mood or something? I don't know.
No, it's fine. And then I put my hand on her shoulder, and I sort of I don't know what specific spell this could be in particular, but I guess honestly the first thing I want to see if I can do is like soothe her, like sort of like a calm emotions situation.
Looking for the mind sphere.
Yes.
So, a little bit difficult for you, slightly, but difficulty of 3 with 5 dice. With 4 successes, Jasmine, you can tell someone has been tampering with this. It's subtle, but you can tell where someone is trying to low jacket, but also at the same time, as soon as Shin would crank down onto what looks to be like the trigger, it would trigger something that would blow back at him.
Boy, do not mess with the trigger on this thing. It will harm you first.
I wasn't planning on it, but thank you for the advice. It's
Badass.
nice to know there's someone else here who's looking out for others.
Scott, how many successes did you get?
I got 2, which is enough, but you know, I was hoping it would be higher.
Okay. And Madison, how many successes?
For what again? My
You,
initial 5 was 3 successes.
3 successes. Multiple
Should
things.
I add anything? Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Multiple things happen in this moment. You look at Desi, and you see a large figure in this gold dress, big golden wings, wrap their hands around the back of her neck, and they just stay there. And they stare at you at this moment. Because now that you look at her mind, you see another copy of her standing there, now being puppeteered by a bunch of red strings. And you see this angelic, very eldritch horror like figure look down at you. And you feel very, very small at this moment.
Biblical angel.
Let me know when I can do something.
Uh, get to that in just a moment. Scott and Dahlia, there's 100 people in this room, and you can figure that 99% of them don't believe in you, because at this moment, they are staring daggers at all of you, particularly at you two. And then a few of them start to point at both you and Dahlia.
Haters are gonna hate.
I'll look at Scott and be like, it appears we're not the only ones in this room.
Yeah, I agree. And all those people who are not here, but here, don't like us much. Apparently. I mean, haters are gonna hate, right?
There's a quiet in this room. It's almost deathly silent for all of you as you're talking. Um, for you, Desi, you don't hear your group. You look up, and you don't see any of them.
Is there a possibility that I can sense that there is a rift happening?
It doesn't feel like there's a connection that's been cut off. It's just as if they're just not here.
Am I in like some sort of psychosis, or is it just everything's muted around me?
It's just everything is muted. No psychosis. You can tell when this is your other thing happening. This is not this. This is that silent where you're by yourself in your room at 3 a.m. that you really don't want to talk to anyone about. That one fear that you never want to discuss. That quiet is here.
May I try and I want to try and explain it to everyone else in like ways that seem coherent. And is there any sort of way that I can like make my words come out as clear and as articulate as possible?
You know what? I like the way you think. Give me a mental roll. We're going to count this as being your resolve to be able to be as clear as possible. And Magister, if you want to do something, this is your opportunity.
We need
So-
to turn on the Desi translator.
Oh no! So all of my mental dice or just my resolve?
All your mental.
Mental dice.
Okay.
Give me a hot second. Sorry.
Okay. Let me just. Okay. Any difficulty?
You know what? This is a straight roll, no difficulty. You just go ahead and just give me that roll.
Best of luck. 4.
Yeah, with 4 successes, you are coherent as fuck. Straight laced. You are just here in this moment, just the big woman shoes are on. You're boss lady right now, and like you try to play I'm a boss ass bitch. It's still quiet and mumbled in the back of your mind, but you're able to have this conversation.
I'm going to like slowly stand up and just like look above me for a second, just kind of circling the room, just walking slowly away, trying to make sense of it before like coming to a dead halt within the middle. My big clunky shoes just come to a stop. It's like, do any of you see this or feel this? Everything's muted. There are no colors, no life. It's almost as if everyone is blank. They're just gone. They don't exist. They're void. Do any of you see this? It's right here. It's in this room right now.
Should we make a check, or is this just like something? Oh my god.
Dolly would be like, don't stress yourself.
It's creeping. I'm
no.
not crazy.
No.
You're not crazy, dude.
Don't worry.
It's creeping in on us. It's just going to encircle us and envelop us, and then it's just going to implode. We're all just going to cease. It's almost like it never existed and we never existed.
Is it a magical effect? Can you tell?
Can I tell that?
You never felt magic like this before. This is reality. This isn't someone bending reality. This is reality in this moment, which is something you've never experienced being in the middle of. You've experienced where someone has bended to their will. This is how the world works at this moment. This isn't magic. This is it.
I'm just going to like forcefully like look to him. No, it's natural. It's most like it's organic. Nothing's messing with it. This isn't fake or something that someone meddles with. It's just here. It's just with us. It just exists with us, but it's like it's never been here. It never had like a trace. It just is a shadow. It just comes out and just grabs people. It's just there.
As you say this, Scott, you just feel on the back of your head someone grab your skull, yank you backwards, and fling you backwards where you're finding yourself falling. And you look up, and there's people looking down at you. Dahlia, you feel someone pull at your hair, and you look over, and you see 10 people surrounding you. Did you think we would forget?
Forget what? What could you possibly do to me?
We can rip you out of existence like you did us.
You can try.
Don't worry.
I'm with her.
We're slowly taking and taking and taking. We even have that little Tanaka boy with us.
She'll kind of like really grimace at that. You have him with you.
Well, he doesn't exist anymore, so what matters to you?
What do you want?
Well, we'll make a compromise. Tanaka for the Tremere. Tremere for Tanaka.
The only Tremere here is me, and you will not be getting me.
Well,
you will not be harming anyone in this room.
As you say this, you can see your boys all strung up in red string, one by one, start to burst into ash. We'll get what we want, one way or another. They turn to you, Scott. We gotta thank you, though. We wouldn't been able to walk around as we were. One of them, like a granny figure, kind of pats you on the head, Scott. You
Well,
recognize her.
Do I? Do I
You recognize her
the
from the
granny
pit.
Oh, okay. Well, you're welcome. I mean,
Pinches your little cheeks.
he's like, I mean, you didn't have to yank me by the head, throw me down on the floor. That wasn't.
I just
that
like
wasn't
making a
necessary.
little joke. It was just a little
Okay,
joke.
I get it, right? He's going to try to get back up. He's like, well, okay. So, I modeled this. I'm a trendsetter. I get it. People moving back and forth between the realms. I understand. But, you're creeping the rest of these people out. It's harsh in their vibe. Just saying.
And she lets out this creepy, ear-piercing laugh that all of you have to go and check your ears because it might be bleeding. You don't know. It's sharp and painful. She turns around and she's just trying to assess the room.
What do you all want, and why are you so upset with?
One moment.
You're muted.
Still muted.
No, I had to check something because someone told me in the background some information about one of you. Sorry about that.
Oh.
One of you is going to have to make a roll for me.
Uh-oh.
Tanaka. No, not Tanaka. Shin. I'm sorry. Your characters seem to have a proclivity of dying. I need you to roll for me your physical dice.
Particular difficulty?
Difficulty of 4.
You can do it.
I'm retiring after this.
That is a critical success, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great because as you say this, you see a large sword slam down in front of you, a claymore. You back up and you see a woman, her face
I was
partially
going to say,
burned.
do I recognize this?
You do.
Claymore?
That is a Templar that you killed years ago. 5 years, in fact.
Mm-hmm. Well, look who's still unfortunately amongst the living.
I thought you would be here with
Scott
us.
raised his hand. Or again, maybe not still, but again, it's going around.
I don't know. She was apparently dating the... Oh, what do the fucking vampires call them?
The Baron.
Prince? The Baron. Yes, how is your lovely fiancé doing?
And she's going to go for another attack. If anyone wants to either...
Out of Shen's pockets, like out of his sleeves, he just slides out a couple of just normal-ass fucking knives. And it's just kind of like, fucking bring it. I killed you once, I will do it again.
Yes. Magister.
I'm looking at the figure that is still has an immense influence over Desdemona at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have to use this turn to assess that the golden creature is the one causing the red strings?
Now that you look, you don't have to even roll for it because your eyes are still up. You
Yeah.
can tell that they don't have any possession of the red strings, but they're here. As if maybe they're a different faction aligned with whatever's going on.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm still concerned about Desi, so whatever you need me to do, whatever I should sacrifice at this moment to use my use correspondence to attempt to dispel or banish the creature.
To banish this creature, I'm going to say this is a high difficulty. You will have to have 4 successes.
Understandable.
Um,
So that's 5 plus my correspondence.
yes.
All right.
Can I see your sense that she's trying to do this?
You can, but also, now that you look over, you see the body of Finch and also another young woman from your club.
What? I'm gonna like rush over to the bodies, just like in a frantic manner, just trying to see like, are they dead? Are they injured? Just like trying to like make sense like what's going on with it. And I believe I have sense life.
So go ahead and roll. You need 2 successes. How many successes did you get for this roll, Magister?
Exactly 4.
Exactly 4?
Oh,
Are you trying to dispel the creature, or what are you trying to do? Assess it? What are you trying to do in this moment?
I needed to loosen its hold over Desdemona. I'm trying to get rid of it.
You reach your hands out. The glyphs start to form within your fingers. And you reach out and you grab hold of this creature and yank it back and expel it with a loud scream. It just shakes the building, but it removes itself from Desi. Desi, the figures are gone.
okay. Wait, so the bodies are gone?
They're gone.
Oh, okay. Wait, so do I like have to like still roll the dice?
No, in this moment you see that they're gone, but in front of you is a pile of bones.
Can I try and go over and like assess them, like try and figure out like what or who they came from?
Yeah. And this will be still the same roll.
What dice am I using for that?
Your magic roll. So 5 dice.
Oh, okay.
Madam.
Hi.
Out of the corner of your eye, you think you see your drag baby.
Given context clues, I'm going to assume you mean the one that is dead.
Yeah.
Brutally murdered by a clown.
So that's the game we're playing.
Graham looks over at you, Scott. I'm just so glad that you are able to let us have this fun.
I mean, I think everybody deserves a chance to have some fun. Honestly, that's what I believe.
Are we seeing the grandmother and Scott conversation, by the
Yeah,
way?
you can see her. She's making no hesitation that you can see her. It just looks like a regular granny who looks like she's in mourning gear, has a veil across her face, is now giving Scott hard candy.
Oh yeah.
So you're the reason the sins of our past are coming back to haunt us.
No.
You just said you are.
No.
I'll put it to a vote. I personally would rather not deal with whatever this is.
Look. Apparently, they saw me do it and decided they wanted to do it too. So I mean, that can't be helped. I'm a trendsetter.
I'm just coming here to visit my little grandson Scotty here, but we're all over the place. We're all outside.
Right? See, it's not me. They're just doing what they want.
Yeah, Scott let us out.
No.
I'm going to like as I'm like over in the corner looking at phones. For once, I'm actually going to sound like I'm lucid. And I'm just going to like peer over towards him in like this shocked expression. You're acting like this was none of your fault. We might
None
not
of my fault.
Stop. You might not discriminate between what's true or false, but this is downright fucking dangerous. what you're doing is fucking indefensible.
It's not me. Not doing anything.
I guess I will have to play the headsman.
Fuck.
Um, Out of the corner of the shadows walking in, you see Maxwell head on. Uh, can you please, out of my fucking resting place, do not go and kill Mr. Travers, as he has a lot to answer for.
Oh, I wasn't going to kill him. I was going to strip him of his avatar.
Oh, well. Carry on with
Nah.
that.
That sounds like a threat. All right, I don't.
Puts his
I
glasses
Dahlia
don't
will
agree with
kind of
that.
nod at that
Dahlia.
and kind of glare at Scott, like,
But before you do that, Magister Scully, I do have to apologize for my late arrival. I forgot that we had a meeting. Unfortunately, I was indisposed.
You
Fashionably late.
are you gonna do something then? To
I'm working on fixing what is broken.
is there anything I can help ritualistically in this case?
Well, you may want to handle the outside barrier, as I'm feeling the life of a 30 to 40 mages slowly being snuffed out.
Of course.
I'm not doing that.
indisposed. I heard you were dead.
I think it's definitely time to use my more messier
Yeah.
Order of Hermes stuff.
Well, if we're going to perform a ritual, I will lend my assistance.
Yes, the ritual of shooting people.
And you have
I never said I
my
was going to
sight.
kill anyone. You'll
Scythe-
not lose your life.
Scott, are you
You
still
ju-
waving around your scythe?
Yeah.
Roll 5 dice for me.
Jesus
Continue.
Christ.
Did I got 2 successes on the bones. Did I get anything from that?
Yes. You can tell that these bones are definitely the two that was walking in with you. These are their bones. Now that you dust through the bones, you can find one of the cell phones, and it's cracked and broken.
White glove.
I'm just going to
Unfortunately, it seems Desi is, well, connections being breached. But no matter, as a hand grabs her and pulls her into the shadows.
start screaming.
Oh no.
Scott,
Is there anything I can do about that?
Yes. Blood sorcery or dex for you.
Blood sorcery plus dex?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You may have a chance.
You have a weird sort of connection to magic. Scott, how many successes did you get?
One.
5 successes. Okay. With that, we watch as Dahlia
Does something sick.
just rips her hands out and rips into the void. We see multiple hands form around Desmodonia. It's 5 bloody red hands grab her and yank her back from the shadows. We also see Dahlia's eyes go from the beautiful color that they are to this red, lettuce-like hive. And we also hear the buzzing of wasps around her.
Are you okay?
Entertaining.
I'll say to Desdemona, are you okay?
I don't know what you just did, but thank you.
Keep your wits about you. We need you on your top performance today.
Okay.
For you, Scott, you rip a small hole, nothing too big that you can't patch up, but you definitely nicked something.
You know, this thing is a little dangerous, all right? I mean,
Did we see him do that?
You can tell. And as you guys are about to look, and especially you, Shin, you getting closer to him, you see a shadow-like figure standing over top of him, and then it disappears.
oh,
Oh, it seems that you brought the master here. You hear from Graham Graham.
The master.
I'm bringing the party.
You're bringing a lot of headaches.
You
that's
have
that too. Yeah.
proved to be highly irresponsible.
God, just trying to get the job done, okay? Like,
And
really?
if we're getting a job done, didn't they just mention there was something about mages being snuffed to death right outside?
Yeah, and I'm right here. I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Magister,
you're gonna do that, or I will send you back to the other side.
Magister, where are you at this
Painfully.
moment? What are you working on?
I was told to start working on um, what was it again? The things that whatever forces were
Blocking you guys
like
from exiting.
right. Okay. I wanted to attempt to. I mean, I think at this point, the most visible force of my immense magic at this point, just like summon with all of the like elemental gusts of the wind and storms, just like with a very casual hand, just sort of like forcefully push the doors open.
Um, yeah, go ahead. That's a straight roll. I'm not even going to make you roll a difficulty. Jasmine,
Hmm.
as you're sitting there, you. It's like your vision shifts. You look, and everyone else is gone. You're just sitting there alone. The library is back in place. It's still broken up, but you're by yourself. You can see the bodies of other mages, but other mages who've been able to go off into the corner. You see two of the vampires holding swords. You see what looks to be like a wolfman impaled into the wall. But you don't see your other fellow mages.
Oh boy. I wonder. Is this what will happen? Or is this just my imagination?
Um, you go, you stand up. Um, Everyone else sees the doors wide open, and they just bolt.
Well, that's concerning. Where are they running from? And she kind of goes to the doors and just kind of looks out, and then towards the direction they were running from, I guess.
Out of that corner that you look from, you see a man in a suit, high heels, and a very wide brim black hat. He adjusts his glasses. Ah, Miss Nova. You escaped me the first time. I don't suppose you think you're going to escape me again. You see the fake Finch.
Oh, not you again. It's like, why do you insist on taking my life?
Well, I don't like having loose ends. If you're going to go and tell people about what I've been up to, cause a lot of
I
trouble.
only spoke about it because you tried to kill me first.
Oh, potato, potato, Nella
I
frittato.
mean, I get the information, and then you betray me. It's like,
Well, you know what? As a gentleman, it'd be rude of me to not give you my name.
okay.
And my name is And I need Jasmine. I need for you to roll for me a willpower roll, straight willpower roll, difficulty of 4. How many successes?
5.
With 5 successes, you're able to still yourself because it felt like you were about to fall down a rabbit hole, but you catch yourself in reality. Oh. Usually that trick works.
You did it again? Come on.
Well, no matter. Unfortunately, I can't kill you in this space, as this space has been protected from me, but unfortunately, you're the only one getting out from the other timeline.
Excuse me, what?
Back at the current space in the library, Magister, you're able to go and push the doors open. Um, the wall that was keeping everyone in dissipates. Wind, thunder, rain. You are basically storm in this moment as you rise from the ground and break open this barrier.
Let's get out of here, everyone.
Uh,
Now to tell me twice.
the shadows
Shit.
dissipate.
Do
Real
we
here.
notice Jasmine gone?
Anyone who would want to look around for her or would try to notice her.
I'll do that.
Uh, difficulty. This is going to be a mental roll. Difficulty of 3. For anyone trying to notice that she's gone.
I think I would actually.
11. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
6 successes.
That's
Okay.
like a billion. I got it like a billion.
Damn.
5, 6, 7,
Mhm.
8, 12 successes.
12 successes. Dahlia, you've noticed that the other compatriot, Jasmine, is gone. For you, with all those successes, you can tell she's not even in this dimension or this timeline. And now that you think about it, wait a minute. Wait, there's a different timeline? You look up at the sky. It looks like your sky, but you know it's not your sky. With your eyes still up, the stars are out of line. They're the opposite of where they're supposed to be. Scott, Scott, slowly you feel a hand reach out and yank you back into the library. The door slams shut.
Gotta keep getting yanked around. People, all you have to do is ask, all right? Just, you know,
Desi, you feel great. You feel amazing. Awesome, even.
Can I use time sense to try and figure out what's going on? Because this feels like oddly different from any drugged up experience I've been in, and usually Desdemona just feels like shit.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What would my dice roll be for this?
Difficulty of 2.
What dice would I be using?
That would be your 5 dice and your time dice.
Okay.
Dahlia, you can't feel anything. You can't feel any of your guys. But for that matter, you feel a heartbeat. Ba-boom,
Okay.
ba-boom. And as you go and reach out, nothing.
Is it just like darkness around me or
No. regular.
Or am I still in the same room?
Not in the same room. You're outside. You can feel everything else. In fact, you feel it's gotten cooler tonight. You can feel the cold.
That's not good.
How many successes, Desi?
3.
You know, time is definitely different. Whatever this timeline is, doesn't make sense.
And I look around, try and inspect any notable visible differences that I'm seeing.
You look up. The date is correct. But you see people wearing masks. A bunch of people wearing just masks all over the place.
Like mask or like
Face
mask?
mask, surgical mask. A lot of surgical masks.
Oh, so they're the
Oh.
darkest timeline.
2020.
One
Sorry, I
girl
couldn't
kind of
help
looks
it.
at all of you, looks you up and down, and just keeps walking.
Oh shit, I don't have my fucking vaccination card. God damn it. I'm going to try and walk up to one of them. I'm like, hey, I'm on drugs and I'm vaccinated, okay? Can I ask you a question?
Okay. Wait,
What?
Wait,
Yeah. Anyway, shut the fuck up. What's today's date?
It's like April 12th,
What? Okay, what's the year?
2020.
No. Thank you.
Desi, they don't know this. They don't know this about you, but you've been in this timeline before. And it took you a while to get out of this timeline because there's barely any magic in this timeline. And using it is even worse because Paradox hits you like a ton of bricks here.
Uh-oh. What am I adding to my counter?
As you do this, you see a male figure you haven't seen in a while. Desmodonia. He looks at his watch. And you look up to see your father. We're on a schedule, it seems.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Well, I knew you had your little drug-filled bender you would leave here, and I knew exactly when to pinpoint you.
Yeah, why the fuck are you here?
Oh, your friend told me you would be here. The one with the blue flames.
It's not my fucking friend. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, we have much to discuss. He looks over at you, Magister. Unfortunately, I can only bring one of you back.
I'll stay here. I'll figure it out.
Apparently, my daughter's magic might have went haywire. Like always.
Why is it always my fucking fault?
Ignores you.
Trial through error, dear. Mistakes must be made so you can learn to avoid them in the future. Think nothing of it.
No, I don't want to go with this fucking dickhead!
Then don't. It's your choice.
I like look at Desdemona like, want to find our own way?
I don't fucking know you. Why the fuck are you here? I'm going to keep on saying that until I get an answer.
You keep pretending you don't know me. You don't know your mother. You don't know any of us. Great.
You fucking treated me like shit for 20 years of my fucking life!
And there you go, making it all about you. Unfortunately, your mistakes have brought all of these wonderful people in the middle of it, so I would suggest you find a way of fixing it. I don't know how long you guys will be able to last in this timeline.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was doubt in your voice about our skills.
Fuck off. Get out of here. Honestly.
Yeah.
Right. Well, when you decide to grow up and head back to the, well, decide to head back with the Void Engineers, I'll be waiting. He takes off.
Oh. I have an unfortunate idea.
If it's talking to that fucking dick bag again.
No. If we are in alternate timeline, there are ways back. As someone who has pulled hits on the Void Engineers, I do happen to know their specialties.
Away from them, we go back to the library. As Finch is walking around, Jasmine, I can't touch you here. Maxwell really did lay a trap. But no matter. As a gentleman, I'll let you leave. As that's the only way I can do that, but I will inform you that your friends and their friends, and all those you've cared to love and assist, your parents, their parents, your cousins, your aunties and uncles, none of them will be able to escape me. All of you will fall. I'm not like Dionysus. I'm not so kind.
Yeah, and I'm not used to, I don't know, following behind somebody else's rule just because I think I'm going to be spared
We'll see.
or otherwise.
He looks at his watch. Oh, wait. 5, 4, 3, 2. And we watch as Scott stumbles backwards. Scythe in hand. Oh, right on time. An idiot.
Yeah, here I am.
There we are.
Oh, come on!
Well, unfortunately, my time is up, and I have a doorway to catch. Thank you for that, Mr. Travers. I'll be
You're welcome.
so happy to see you again. Finch, or at least fake Finch, straightens up his tie, does his hair up. Oh, and I hope your friends survive a pandemic. And skips away.
At least I can decipher from that. Unless it's the Black Plague. It's not the Black Plague. Well, they'll be fine.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure. I'm
As long
sure
as they
everything will
bathe
just-
regularly.
Away from this crowd. Away from all of them. We get one last scene of a man sitting there, hands in his head. I'm missing a whole city full of mages. Okay, I know what to do. He goes and grabs a few things in the air and yanks on them. First, we see Jasmine fall to her seat. Then we see Scott. We then see a figure not introduced in this episode, but a longtime guest, Nyx, falls into a seat, and followed by Kira. We see Maxwell, hand in his head, head in his hands. It's an odd figure to watch him lift his own head up to look at all of you.
Hey man, you're not looking so good these days.
Apparently, you have helped ended the world there, Scott.
I was just doing a
That
job,
doesn't
man.
surprise me.
Just doing a job. Just killing the bad guys. That's all.
Do you know where the
Who were
other
the bad
mages are?
guys?
These are matters beyond my concern. I know.
Where's the Magister Scully? Scott.
Who?
he did a storm thing. It was pretty fucking cool. And the doors blew open, and yeah, it was a storm.
I believe they ended up back in 2020 or the Dark Ages with the Black Plague, because Finch pretty much mentioned that they were in a pandemic.
That's not Finch. Finch is dead.
Yeah, I know. I just
Don't
don't
have to
know his
remind us.
actual name.
Well,
You're welcome for that, by the way.
I need you to get the Magister back as quickly as possible. Also, Dahlia, as quickly as possible. The Order of Hermes thinks that they've been assassinated and have decided to descend upon the city.
What does that mean?
They've been gone
It
for
means whatever bullshit you've pulled might end up killing everybody.
No.
They're sending their inquisitors.
Are they a problem, or
Nix, elaborate.
Scott, how do I put this? You actually, no, I don't know how much of education you have, but you're aware of like the Inquisition and medieval times.
Yeah, of course.
Imagine if they had military grade hardware from modern times. Oh, and
Okay.
magic.
So modern Inquisition, a la Spanish Inquisition. Got it.
Not like the vampires.
It's
Hunters.
simple as that.
More like, think about this. Think about folks who can literally summon dragons.
Do you not remember the law? The guy who burned me alive because he was trying to kill you.
Yeah, Mr. Terror Angel guy, and I get
Well,
that, right? You know,
the Inquisitors have access to rituals and magics that would make that look like parlor tricks. Scott, what the fuck did you manage to do?
Now, I just came back from the dead for the second time. All right, that's what I managed to do. So,
apparently,
You coming back from the dead is what's breaking shit.
no, that's not my fault. Okay, all right, it's unrelated. I'm just here to.
You, the
do my
one
job.
who broke the cycle. You're
Maxwell,
supposed to
how
be
do I
born, live,
how do
and
I get
die.
those two back? You said that we need to get those two back, and these two are too worried about what I'm doing apparently to break the world. So, how do we do that again? Just tell me what to do. Make it easy for me.
Get them back from that timeline as quickly as possible. And
should I just cut a hole into it? And
do not cut another hole in the universe. Scott,
okay, all right, no holes. All right, I just thought it'd be a quick and easy way. All right, I'm just trying to help.
We have one more problem. The law is alive.
One more?
Oh.
I
lovely.
thought the law lost, right? That's what I was
Well,
told.
apparently it didn't lose. He found a way to win. And now he has wings.
Okay, so we cut
If
those
he's
off
coming
too.
back for Scott, I'm not going to be anywhere near it.
Scott, you managed to.
He shows a video, and you see the law, this time with magnificent angelic wings, now with glowing white eyes and a flaming sword. He's calling himself Michael.
It works.
Oh boy.
Fits with the style, the idiom. Got it. Anyways, Dahlia, Aquila, just tell me what to do. Point me in the right direction. I need a little guidance. Just show me where to go. Who needs killing? This is what
They're in an alternate timeline, or are they in the past?
Both.
Do you know?
They're both in an alternate timeline and in the past. You have now traveled to 3 different timelines, it seems. All of you.
Love it. I'm getting good at this shit.
No, that's not a good thing to. Have you not heard of the butterfly effect?
I'm surprised Scott has learned to mind any effect at this
I
point.
mean, what? Does it
Butterfly
happen to
flaps
just,
his wings. Hurricane someplace
He is
else.
looking at his watch. Listen, I only have
okay,
two.
that sounds about right. Yeah.
He looks. Why is it that you four? Why is it that I always deal with four of you who will find a way to end the, and he disappears, and you all find yourself back in the middle of the street, the library partially destroyed, ambulances wheeling out bodies from the library, and that is where we will end tonight's episode of the Neon Gore Chronicles, episode 15, the Neon Gore Part 3. But we're going to get one more final scene. Magister Scale, you look around at your new surroundings. Yep, this is definitely a world basically without magic. But then a thought comes into your head. Wait a minute. I can bend reality to whatever I want. I can be in charge. This could be all fucking mine. All those incompetent mages. I can remake them. I can make them better. I can make another Holy Grail war to fix all this. And no one would be able to stop me.
Do I say anything? I don't know. I'm just like, interesting.
You hear that thought reverb in your mind. The goal of the Order of Hermes. A blank canvas. It's right in front of you. This is yours. And you just have a couple of mages in your way.
I don't act on anything at the moment.
With that, you see Desi, you see Madam, you see Shin, and you see Dahlia as they catch up with you. The credits roll as the camera pans away from all of them. And we see the last face we see is Finch moving his tie. 2 down, 3 more to go. And that is where we end tonight's episode. I just want to say thank you guys for coming out and watching our episode before the season finale of the Neon Gore Chronicles. I can't wait for next week's season finale. If you want to catch up with all of that, channel Crow on YouTube has all the current episodes, and tonight's episode will be out next week. But you can also watch this week's episode and last week's episode on Twitch currently. Also, we made the announcement for Off the Vine, our HBCU Witch ttrpg that we're going to be having in September with a cast announcement. So that will be posted tonight. As soon as I get off of here, are there any other announcements before I go and thank our guests?
The next chronicle, my VTM chronicle.
That's right.
With the lovely Dahlia will be starting up.
And also, I feel like a few of your castmates will be is in the chat currently as well.
Yes, hi.
So hi guys, just say hello in the chat. We see you, we love you. But also, our Magister Scali, first of all, oh my god, you've been amazing, especially with this weird, rambunctious group of cats.
Hedonists.
Yes.
Fuck ups.
I wouldn't say that. Out loud.
So we're a couple of misfits.
Ben didn't fuck up.
Well, there's at least one among us.
Among us.
I mean, down there.
Yeah, I would like
They're a
to,
bit sus.
I would like to say thank you again. When I talked to you about the role, you gave me 2 roles that you could possibly play, and both of them are awesome. Especially this one, because this one kind of keeps them together, but also is probably might retire, might become evil. Hey, you know what? If they become evil, it's kind of warranted after dealing with this group of mages.
People encounter us and they either become alcoholics or they become the villain.
Right.
Especially Scott.
Yeah.
Really.
First, reintroduce yourself, and also where can we find you at? Your other projects, everything else that you work on.
Me?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
shit. I have been Josephine. I'm at Scary Dog Friend on Twitter and TikTok. I'm a ttrpg performer. I also co-host a podcast with my friend Cleric34, who's in chat. It is a podcast called Monster Fuckers Anonymous. So if you are a monster fucker and you want to hear me and Cleric fight and be on the edge of our friendship every episode, it's on Spotify and everywhere most places you can listen to things. You can find me also on the Twitch channels Going Crit RPG, Girls Run These Worlds, Starlight Tales, _D'Angelo, who is currently playing VTM right now with Latinx in games. Lots of great things in terms of Q4 of 2022. I'm also going to be running a Call of Cthulhu game. The applications are out currently over and Going Crit RPG. So if you are interested in applying for that, I'll be running that in September. Doing lots of stuff. I had a very fun time, very interesting time over here, y'all.
Yeah. Had to
Thank you
change
for
a lot. Had to move very quickly because it was a lot of our other players went down with either life stuff or plague. So
yes, actual plague.
that's what
Yes.
plague. So
Brought it home a little bit at the end there with going to the plague.
Yeah.
yeah. So I do want to say thank you so much. You've been awesome. We love you. Amazing character, and hopefully we can get you back again, even if it's not in this chronicle. So another chronicle. But also, you should really listen to that Monster Fucker podcast. Oh my god, it's amazing. I have heard a few episodes. It's lit. On my left hand side, a returning visitor, Cosmic. Playing some lovely Desi. Other than our vampire game, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, right under Cosmic Dazai, and right here on Discord. I don't really do much. Also, I'm finally published, so
Woo!
Nice. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Good job.
And with that, we are closing out tonight's episode. Stay tuned for the season finale next week. It's going to be a blast. After that, we might do a one shot. One of them might do a one shot. I will be on vacation the week after our season finale, and then I'll be back Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for our Off the Vine stuff. So keep a look for that. But other than that, have an amazing night. You all have been amazing and awesome. Hello to all the new people in the chat and all the new followers. Don't think I didn't notice you guys. You guys have been amazing. And yeah. Any last words from Diver?
Nope.
Nope, that's fine. We're killing
See you
shut off next week. Bye.
can the one shot be a Mori special?
Bye.